Hello, hello. Cool Man Magic here, back with another video. Today we're going to be reviewing these General Motors concept cars from the early 2000s. Now, as you can see, there's 7 in total, and I'm going to be doing a quick little history lesson, not history lesson, more of like a little rundown of the cars, just basic knowledge on each one of them that probably most of you may know, maybe not, if you're not a car guy, because these are really weird and rare. I bet some car guys don't even know these cars exist, but some of them did happen. Most of them happened. Some of them just ended up in being just concepts and never really happening. So I'm going to start off with the Buick LaCrosse, which is a full-size sedan that Buick used for many years. I think they're still making the Buick LaCrosse. It is a 4-door full-size sedan. Nothing special at all, just full-size sedan from Buick. Next, we have the Chevrolet SSR. Maybe a little more information on this one. It is a 2-door hardtop convertible truck. Yes, I said all 3 of those words in one sentence to describe one vehicle. That's exactly what this thing is. It is powered by either a Vortec V8 for the earlier models that were 2003 and 2004, and then the 2005 and 2006 were powered by a LS engine from the Corvette, the 6-liter V8 that produced 390, I think 400 horsepower on there. This was a interesting kind of, failure from GM that sold 0. I mean, not many at all, I think in the 20,000s over 3 years. They were not very profitable at all. I do see them on the road occasionally since I do live in Florida. It is an old people car, and personally, one of my favorite cars from GM because GM never really takes risks. I mean, they do, but honestly, their cars are really boring. This is different. This is interesting. The only thing that they really have going for them is the Corvette and the Camaro, and some other stuff too, but I don't really feel like labeling them. I don't like their trucks. Their sedans are boring. The Chevy has some cool stuff. That's really it. Pontiac. They do have Pontiac. Okay. Fair enough. Pontiac GTO, G8, they have some cool stuff. But this, in my opinion, is pretty wacky for GM since they're boring most of the time. Alright. That's the SSR. And this is the concept version. I forgot to mention that the final model did not have this kind of tail light, if you can see it under the main tail light, which is the one they ended up using with the silver line over it. There's the SSR logo there, Chevy logo there. That's the SSR. Next car we have up is the Chevrolet Traverse. The Traverse is I want to say it's an SUV. I think it's an SUV crossover type deal. I think it's more of an SUV, yeah. It's a bit larger than the regular crossover, but it's just a simple, this one did happen. Simple, just SUV. It's colored in blue here. I think a lot of cars here are blue. It's either blue, there's a blue, silver, kind of goldish color from the Saturn, and burgundy from the LaCrosse. But, yes, this is a just basic, no more for that one. Okay, GMC Teradyne. The GMC Teradyne is a concept truck from GMC. Nothing special from this one at all, except for the fact that it kind of looks like more of those kind of futuristic trucks that are coming out, like the Cybertruck. Scratch that, the Cybertruck is a wedge on wheels. It reminds me more of the Hummer EV, with its edges and all that, and kind of looking a little more futuristic than any old regular truck. Look it up, you'll see it when full color, because most of these cars in, Hot Wheel form, Maisto, not Hot Wheels, form here don't really have painted headlights or painted taillights or painted logos at all, except for the SSR and the Traverse had the all-wheel drive. I think the Pontiac the Saturn has the taillights, yes. Okay, next car. GMC Teradyne is a truck. That's all we need to know. Oldsmobile profile. This one's a little more interesting. The Oldsmobile profile is a kind of a concept futuristic station wagon type deal. It's got, like a slim headlights, and it's got a futuristic kind of, conveniences, just basic, kind of reminds me of Tesla's, not really though. I mean, it's GM, it's weird. Look it up, you'll probably see some images of its interior and its exterior. There's the Oldsmobile logo there, profile. Now this is something Oldsmobile should have done, but they didn't because Oldsmobile is a failure of a company that died on the Bravada and the Arrow. Next car. Another cool thing from GMC that never happened, or GM, my bad. The Pontiac Piranha. The Pontiac Piranha is has a strong resemblance to the Aztek, as you can tell here. It's ugly. It's ugly. Very ugly. This is awful. I hate this. This makes me feel very uncomfortable when I look at this. It just has, like, no visibility. This is not what this is the opposite of an SUV. Please stop. It's got suicide doors, I think, because the handles are there. It's got 3-spoke wheels, which look extremely... No, I'm sorry. They are Viper wheels. Viper wheels on a Piranha, which is basically just an Aztek. It's just an early concept of an Aztek. That's it. I wish the concept Aztek came with this. That would have been so cool. Okay, next car. Saturn CVI. The Saturn CVI is kind of a minivan, I want to say. A minivan, mostly, because of its size and... What is this? I don't know what to say. What kind of crack was GM smoking? They have suicide doors on both of the last doors in the back. And the front doors. Middle door? What is going on? Are you seeing this? Like, what? And 2 sunroofs, which the Traverse also has? What were they doing? What were they doing in the GM Concept Lab? I've seen 2 sunroofs, but General Motors, really? Weird. But yeah, that's the Saturn CVI. Saturn failed, or around the, when they fell again, they closed down during the economic crisis of 2009. And that's all for the General Motors concept collection. I bought this on eBay for a discounted price, which is awesome. I love all these cars because of their, kind of like unique. They're kind of unique and weird from General Motors. General Motors is weird, and these cars strongly resemble the weird era that was early 2000s General Motors, especially the SSR, because it actually happened. It's one of the weirdest cars here that did happen, to be honest. If you show me all of these cars, the one I would say that didn't happen was that. But I actually know which cars these are, so yeah, I know that the ones that didn't happen were the CVI, the Piranha, well, it's the Aztek, and the Profile, and the Pterodyne. The ones that did happen were the Traverse, the SSR, and the LaCrosse. Pretty standard. Again, how this happened is beyond me, but I still love it because I've always loved the SSR. I want to say the Pterodyne was kind of like a design, nothing, like probably like a next step for their GMC light trucks. The Profile was a futuristic concept. The Piranha was the Aztek concept, and no, I don't actually think it was the Pontiac Aztek concept, because the Aztek concept was the Bear Claw. Someone can tell me in the comments if they know as much as I do about cars. I'm not that well versed in cars, but I know a good deal, and the CVI was the CVI. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to tune in on the next video. Coolman Magic, signing out.